everyone, it's Shadow the Rat, and in this video we're going to be going over some of the things you should look for in a rat before purchasing them, just to make sure they are healthy and have a good temperament. Now the first thing you want to do is check overall appearance. The rat should have sleek fur like this. Any puffy fur can be a sign of illness or stress. You also want them to have bright eyes. They should look interested in their surroundings. You don't want any sort of lethargy. And you also want minimal porphyrin on the face. A little bit's okay, however a lot can mean that the rat is also ill. The next thing you want to do, if possible, is to handle the rat. This is so you can check for a few things. First of all, you want to check for any sort of lumps or bumps. Now, sometimes you can see these if they're large enough. However, smaller lumps and bumps can't really be seen, and you'll have to feel for them. The next thing you want to do is check for any sort of scabs. You can do this by parting the fur, and you can also feel for them. In most cases, you're not going to see them on a furred rat, so it's probably best to feel for them. They usually pop up around the shoulders or under the chin if it's some sort of parasite. Now the next thing you want to do is look into the ears. They should just be normal. They shouldn't have any sort of discharge in them or any sort of odor. And you also want to look at the rat's teeth. So here you can see Cream's teeth. You want the lower ones to be longer and the upper ones to be shorter, and they should also meet in the middle. You also want to look at a rat's nails. You can see here that these are relatively short, and that's what you want your rats to have. Now, nails can be trimmed at your vet's or by yourself, so those aren't necessarily a deal breaker, but you do normally want to look at the things like the teeth or the ears because those can be signs of other issues. Now, the next thing you want to look at once you have determined that the rat is pretty healthy is going to be their temperament. I would recommend that you go for a friendlier rat if possible, especially if you're a new owner. A good way to know that a rat is friendly is if they're curious, they come up and sniff you. Even if a rat comes up, sniffs you, and then runs away, then comes back, that's a good sign because they're still curious and they're willing to come up and see what you are. Now, another good thing to do is to test how they do with being handled. Like we were talking about before with the health check, it's a good idea to handle them for that, but handling is also another good way to test temperament. If the rat relaxes when you pick them up, that's usually a good sign. Cream here relaxes, but she's actually a very shy rat. The only reason she's relaxing is because we worked a lot on it. But if a rat is naturally confident and friendly, you're going to usually find that they do really well with handling. Latte, for example, goes totally limp, and she's done that since day one, despite no prior handling. So yeah, after that I would look at things like the patterns or the colors of the rats. I tend to like going for friendlier rats if possible, just because it's a lot easier and a lot more fun. Cool patterns can be nice to have on your rats, but personally I think temperament and health are much more important. Now before I end this video, I just want to say that I know some people like to adopt ill or ill-tempered animals, and this is perfectly fine, but if you're a new rat owner or you haven't owned that many rats, it's probably a better idea to go for the tamer and healthier rats. In general, even if you find a ill or bad-tempered rat, there's always going to be a healthy and friendly one who also needs your help, so it's really up to you. So yeah, that's all I really have to say in this video. I hope this helped anyone out there who was wondering what they should look for when they're adopting a new rat. And other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!